The National Association of Home Builders says that this new standard is going to add $31,000 on top of all of this inflation to the cost of a new home. Now, unless you peaked in high school, this is craziness. You're making it worse, aren't you?
Senator,
are you serious about this rule?
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a fiery exchange between Senator John Kennedy and HUD Secretary Todman that's got everyone talking. We're breaking down the key points about inflation, housing costs, and some pretty shocking numbers. Let's get into it.
Are up 28%. Isn't that true?
I don't have that number in front of me.
Okay. Aluminum is up 7%, is it not, under President Biden?
I don't have that either.
Okay. HVAC units, an air conditioner for your home. Under President Biden, an AC system is up 37%, isn't it?
I think the pandemic had something to do with that.
And shingles are up 19%, aren't they?
Same there.
Household appliances are up 22%, aren't they?
Again, I think we had a supply chain issue, and that's reflective in the numbers that you're stating.
And electric, well, the supply chain issues are solved. Electric wires up 14%. Isn't that correct, Madam Secretary?
I don't have that number in front of me, sir.
Okay. Now, this inflation in home prices and building materials that I've just talked about, it's man-made, isn't it? And that man's name is Joe Biden, isn't it?
Senator, I think that we all experience the complexities of a global pandemic, and the economy is still, in many ways, absorbing some of that impact. I think some of the numbers you stated may be entirely true. I don't have it here, but what I do.
Oh, they're true, Madam Secretary. Don't take my word for it.
Very
Ask
good.
the average American.
But it's one of the reasons why, for the past 3 years, the administration has tried to be responsive to these additional costs.
Well, excuse me for interrupting, but I'm like our good chairman, and you need to pay attention to his request, by the way. Mm-hmm. But we've got limited time. This administration hasn't succeeded. Inflation is gutting our middle class like a fish. And the reason housing prices are up so high is because of President Biden's inflation. That's why I find it extraordinary to learn that HUD, under your leadership, has issued a new mandate. All new homes financed or insured by the Federal Housing Administration and HUD, which is most homes in America, have now got to follow the 2021 International Energy Conservation Code standard. The National Association of Home Builders says that this new standard is going to add $31,000 on top of all of this inflation to the cost of a new home. Now, unless you peaked in high school, this is craziness. You're making it worse, aren't you?
Senator,
are you serious about this rule?
I've been in this industry for many decades, and I will submit to you that some of the housing pressures we see right now is because housing has not been built in almost 20 years.
And you're going to encourage home builders to build by adding $31,000 to their costs, and you're going to encourage people to buy by adding $31,000 to the price tag? Have your people at HUD been living in outer space? Haven't they seen what's been going on in America?
So there you have it, folks. A heated exchange that highlights the complex challenges facing the U.S. housing market. On one side, concerns about runaway inflation and policies adding fuel to the fire. On the other, arguments about long-term benefits and factors beyond any one administration's control. Whether you're a homeowner looking to buy or just trying to keep up with rising costs, this debate impacts us all. It's a stark reminder of the real-world consequences of policy decisions and economic trends. What do you think? Is inflation out of control, or are these growing pains on the way to a more sustainable future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep this conversation going.